no way they actually do this, as the San Jose Sharks have been linked to taking Keaton Verhoeff with their second overall draft pick in this year's draft. In this video, we're going to talk about Keaton Verhoeff, make the case for him, and ultimately say, is he worth taking at the second pick? And we're also going to talk about a sneaky signing that the Sharks had a little later in this video. But before we get into all that, just want to say a huge shout out to our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks app and is the best way to get in on all of the action, whether it's MLB, NBA, NHL. They have you covered. When you play your first $5, and you will get $50 free in lineups. You make sure to go down below, hit the link in the description, download the app, use code DIGEST. They have some great promotions on, like Taco Tuesday, the Scary Hours boost, and it's Friday, which means it's Flex Friday on Prize Picks, where your projections get boosted by 40%. They have some great offers, some great promotions. Make sure down below in the description, in the pinned comment, hit the link, download the app, and use code DIGEST. But we got to get to today's Sharks news because it's a very interesting one, as we see a reporter come out, Bob Stouffer from Oilers Now, and say, I have a sneaky suspicion that if the San Jose Sharks hold at 2, their pick will be Keaton Verhoeff. And I know right now that probably seems crazy, right? Like, we got Stenberg, we have Chase Reed, we have like so many other players in front of Verhoeff, so we thought, but we just want to take it back a year ago, before this season even started. Keaton Verhoeff was the number 2 number 2 pick on a lot of different mock drafts. It was McKenna 1 and Verhoeff 2. That's the way it was for a while, and now, with how the season unfolded, Stenberg having the season that he did, with Chase Reed having the season he did, he's starting to fall down these mock draft lists. But he is still the player that we thought we thought he was, and he had an even better year this year, playing in college for the first time, and he had a great year. There's no doubt about it. Maybe it's not a consensus number 2 overall pick anymore, but he's definitely in the conversation, and we know the Sharks want to take a defenseman. I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of you guys say in the comment section, you need to take best available, which is probably Stenberg or McKenna, whoever falls to 2, right? But in terms of the Sharks, you can't get a franchise defenseman in free agency, and you rarely can get one via trade these days. So when you have a chance to go out and take a shot at a defenseman like Reed, or in this case Verhoeff, I think Grier is going to do it. And just taking a look at Verhoeff, look, I did mention that he did play in NCAA this year. Just going to bring it up a little bit bigger for you guys. He had 20 points in 36 games. We're going to talk about how he plays in a little bit. He is 6'4" and a right shot defenseman, which is hard to come by in today's league, and is definitely something that Mike Grier and the front office are thinking about, because you can't find right shot defensemen, especially good ones in today's league. There's a shortage, and when you have a chance to draft one, maybe you do it. The year before, he had 45 points in 63 games with the Victoria Royals in the dub, but he this is the season that had him as a consensus number 2 pick. And also the World Juniors this year, he had 4 points in 5 games for Team Canada. He's just had an all-around good year as a defenseman, and I just want to talk about a little bit how he plays. He's a big right shot defenseman who plays a very smart two-way game with strong skating, puck-moving ability, and a heavy shot. He's known for using his size and reach effectively while still jumping into the rush and creating offense from the blue line. Looking at some NHL comparisons for Verhoeff, they say he's a younger version of Pietrangelo on the Vegas Golden Knights because of his smooth skating, composure with the puck, and the ability to contribute in all situations. Some scouts see elements of Colton Parayko in his game due to his size, reach, and powerful shot from the point. And yes, he's 6'4". Like, he's a big boy for his age at only 17 years old. I mean, he'll be 18 by the draft. But I mean, looking at these like game breakdowns and some comparisons from the scouts and seeing his numbers, I mean, it's not too far off to be a second overall pick, in my opinion. And maybe the Sharks say, this is our guy. Maybe they trade down in the draft to get him. I do like Verhoeff. I really do like his game. I love those two-way style defensemen, and he has a huge booming shot from the blue line, and he's a right shot defenseman. It's hard to pass up on this guy just with how good he is. He has elite vision. He's great at passing. He's great at moving his feet as well, and I think I can just see him in a Sharks uniform, him and Dickinson paired up together. I can really see that. And I know Chase Reed probably had the more flashing and outstanding year, but sometimes the guys who had the more flashy and outstanding year in the juniors don't turn out to be the prospect that we thought they were, and I think a lot of scouts are going to be looking into that. And I mean, Keaton Verhoeff has been consistent, and consistency is key when you're talking about prospects, no doubt about it. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think we should take him at 2? But, I mean, me personally, I know I did just make the case for him. I do think you do take best player available, and I think it's going to be Stenberg. Stenberg is even making the case right now to be the first overall pick, so who knows? We could get McKenna at the end of the day. If McKenna falls to 2, we take him, no doubt about it. But if McKenna goes 1, there's definitely going to be a case between Reed, Verhoeff, and Stenberg, and I think I'm leaning more defensively in my eyes, but I know a lot of you guys disagree with that. Want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. But I did talk about a sneaky signing that the Sharks made yesterday, and that's Carson Wetch, the 82nd pick from the 2024 draft. I had a great year in the WHL this year. He signs his entry-level deal at about $1 million average annual value for this team, so not much against the cap hit, but it's always great to see a draft pick come into his own and get a contract. And I mean, there's some history there between our star boy Celebrini and Wetch as they played together in North Vancouver in their younger years. So that's great to see Celebrini have a buddy in the system now, and hopefully we can see him have a good preseason, start the season with the Barracuda, and hopefully we'll see him potentially move up throughout the season. But looking at his stats so far, like I mentioned, he did have a great year in the WHL with the Kelowna Rockets. He had 72 points in 65 games, a great jump, a 20-point jump in less games than he did in his last season with the Hitmen, having 72 points, 22 goals, 50 assists, just an all-around great year, great improvement year to year. I mean, look at this. He went from 21 points to 50 points to 52 then to 72. Another great pick by the scouts in the front office of the San Jose Sharks. I mean, they're getting a lot of them right. Looking at his game, he's a power forward who plays a heavy north-south game with a strong shot, physical edge, and willingness to drive the net. He competes hard along the boards and projects as a reliable two-way winger who can chip in offensively. Looking at his NHL comparison here, looks like a younger Corey Perry. And I mean, we've seen a lot of battles against Corey Perry over the years. So if we could get a guy like that for our franchise, it'd be great to see. He thrives around the net, plays physically, scores 2 rebounds, tight area finishes, with similarities to Matthew Tkachuk as well in competitiveness and edge. I like this signing. I like Carson Wetch a lot. If you've been watching the channel for a while, how much I love two-way physical forwards. And I mean, this guy just seems like he's the next Chernyshov for the Barracuda, right? It just seems like these guys play the same type of style of game, and it's great to see another a guy who can get in. He can chip in offensively, but also be a great defensive forward. And I'm excited to see the career path for Carson Wetch, and hopefully we do see him up with the San Jose Sharks at some point during his career. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on everything we talked about today down below in the comment section. But before we end the video, we have our picks brought to you by Prize Picks. Make sure down below, hit the link in the description in the pinned comment, download the app, use code DIGEST. It's Flex Friday. You will get 40% projection boosts on all your projections today, and right now we have one. I have Noah Dobson with more than 1.5 shots on goal in the next game Saturday night. He's been letting a lot go from the blue line recently. It's a good one to get in on. Zach Benson with more than 1.5 shots on goal. He's been around the net a lot and been causing a lot of chaos. This just seems like an easy one. Texier has been like a magnet. The puck's been on his stick a lot. More than 0.5 shots on goal. I like it a lot. Bowen Byram, he's a guy who's got a lot, has been working the blue line very well, and I think we're going to see a few shots let go from him here on Saturday night. So I got him more than 1.5 shots on goal. Make sure down below in the description, you download the link, hit the link, download the app, use code Digest. It really helps us out here on the channel. And like I said, while you're down there in the comments, let us know what you think about taking Verhoeff at 2. What you think of the Wetch signing, and if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate all the support we've been getting here recently. It's a very busy season for the Sharks, so stay up to date on everything by hitting that subscribe button. It's completely free to do so. But as always, I've been your host, KC. Keep your stick on the ice.